Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to give you my thoughts on The Mask of Zorro. Now, The Mask of Zorro released in 1998 and, of course, starred Antonio Banderas and Anthony Hopkins, along with the likes of Catherine Zeta-Jones, Stuart Wilson, Tony Amendola. You even have a character actor like L.Q. Jones in there. And these are films, both this and the sequel, Legend of Zorro, which I'll hopefully be talking about before too long down the road, are movies I've been meaning to sort of touch on again, both on camera as well as just for myself. I watched both on quite a bit when I was younger, enjoyed them both, but I haven't watched them too much since. So I was curious to see how much they'd hold up. Like I said, I watched them fairly frequently on VHS tape actually. Um, and I gotta say, I was very, very pleased with how thoroughly I enjoyed watching The Mask of Zorro again. Um, Antonio Banderas, I think, is perfectly cast in the role and the story with his brother and everything, and how they're able to tie that in with Anthony Hopkins, older character, and sort of his tales as like an older Zorro and his trauma with his family and what happened with that, and how that sort of intertwines and converges, with both their paths in terms of revenge and just kind of what's happened, and how that plays into like the greater political spectrum of the time period that they're portraying, um, is just done in a really enjoyable way, and how the movie is able to balance that with sort of like the swashbuckling style fun of the action, all the practical like fights and stunts and chases and everything, and then the charm of Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones together. It really makes this into like a total package of a movie. And I think one of the most true senses I've kind of looked at again in a while. It was directed by Martin Campbell, who I think has always been a very good director. A lot of people know him for Casino Royale and along with other films like Angelina Jolie's Beyond Borders. You have Goldeneye, of course, The Foreigner with Jackie Chan, Protege with Maggie Q, Memory with Liam Neeson, which I like personally as well. Not everything was a smash hit, but he always has like a way to kind of carry action films and momentum. And I think this might be his finest example of that. The movie is almost 2.5 hours long. It's like 2 hours and 15, 2 hours and 20, something like that. And while going in, I was like, okay, I want to watch this again, but it seems a little over long. But no, it has like an adventure. It has like a kind of particular pace it wants to go for, and it makes it worth it. It makes it worth the while. It's one of those cases where even if you think it's like a few minutes long or something, what do you take out? I don't really know. It builds like a really nice natural momentum. Like I said, Banderas is very, very good in the role. He's always been an actor I've liked, and I remember how much I enjoyed him when I was younger in this part, and watching it again now, I think I appreciated it even more in what he did here. Anthony Hopkins, of course, is great. I know Sean Connery was up for the part at one point, but I think Hopkins is able to kind of convey a bit more, nuance in the role that was, kind of made it stick a bit more to me. Um, and Catherine Zeta-Jones, I think this is her finest work in these films, and just the style of it. Like I said, it's a total package. It gives you everything. It gives you the action. It gives you sort of like that kind of old-fashioned like sentiment, sort of vibe to it, in terms of like the thematics of it, while having a weight to it, while still having fun with it, while still having camp, while still having like meaningful moments and memorable characters. I think Mask of Zorro is a damn near perfect movie, honestly, truly. But yeah, some hateful villains as well that are at least fairly memorable. I'm curious to see how the sequel holds up. I'm sure it'll at least be fun. Um, Looking forward to watching that again. So yeah, by all means, I'm giving this probably an AA plus. Yeah, I need to pick up the 4K at some point soon. It's probably within my all-time favorite movies somewhere. Uh, top 40, top 50, something like that, which sounds like a lot, but for someone who regularly makes lists of like almost 300 movies on Letterboxd, that's actually kind of narrowing it down. So yeah, this movie I think is kind of special. So yeah, let me guys think about this one, and yeah, follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Later.